All right, so we're going to take a look at my customized TOTS H4 Myers figure. Obviously, you can tell the head sculpt is different because this one's by OnesCustoms. And yeah, so we're going to start down here with COA first. Down here, COA for the one's head. H4 2020 version. Yeah, there's that. Over here we got a small little diorama, road diorama, or base, if you will. It's not even diorama, it's a base, made by Paul Manzi over at Distress Labs. Real simple, but fits the part for this particular figure. And yeah, so as I said, the body and stuff is by Tots. The boots and everything, I weathered those up a little bit more, gave a little more of a grimy look. And the coveralls, I completely re-weathered these and dirtied them up, made them more accurate color to the film. Because if you remember in the film, he got them directly off a gas station attendant working on a car, so they were a little more grimy and dirty in the film in certain lighting. So I wanted to give it that effect without taking away from the texture of the, not texture, the design of the coveralls themselves. So just wanted to dirty them up a little bit. I also padded the shoulders to give it that accurate build in the movie because the H4 Myers had kind of a square shoulder build. There's a little square look to them. Yeah, so I padded those up, give it the accurate build. I removed the zipper piece that was hanging like they have on all the TOTS figures. That just is stupid and looks like it just gets in the way, so I just cut that off, made it look a little more natural. As for the hands, I repainted the hands and made the burns a little more prominent, a little more accurate color to the film. Over here we got the other one. Just want to give the hands a little more accurate color and tone, flesh tone they had in the film. You may be wondering why there are bandages on the wrist of this figure. Well, when I padded the shoulders on the figure, it made the sleeves on the wrist go up. So to cover those, I used an idea that Dean Knight did over on his YouTube channel, and I got some bandages, wrapped it up, got a little bit of blood to it, nothing too crazy, but basically that would cover the wrist pegs, and I figured that would work. It's actually a genius idea that Dean Knight had because in thinking the film, he at the beginning of the film, he's in the hospital wing before they try to transport him, and it was from the events. He was in there because of the events of the end of Halloween 2. So his face is all bandaged up, so I figured, that's a good idea because why can't his wrist be bandages, It kind of makes sense. So it just basically to hide the wrist pegs. I know it's not accurate to the film, but, it works and it hides it pretty well. So I guess that kind of makes it kind of like a concept H4, but that's okay with me. But a good idea and works really well. And the head sculpt by OnesCustoms. The head sculpt is amazing, very, very accurate to the film. Very, very good. One's killed this. One's has an amazing Myers sculpts, Jason sculpts. You can't go wrong. If you're interested in sculpts like these, hit him up. One does an amazing job. Yeah, you can't go wrong with his sculpts. You just can't. Got the blackened out eyes like in the film. Very accurate sculpt, accurate hair work. Paint job is phenomenal on this. Overall, just a very good piece, and yeah, look at that. Look from the side. Love Halloween 4, so I had to have Halloween 4 Myers in the collection, and yeah, so returns to the side. Padding the shoulders did a really good job. Made it look very accurate to the film because if the body that's underneath was very kind of scrawny, so I had to pad it up a little bit to make it more accurate to the film. Only way to make it work. And like I said, these bandages are a great idea, especially because, like I said, the beginning of the film of Halloween 4, he's in that hospital wing because of the events of the end of Halloween 2, and just really well done. I thought it was a really good idea. Dean Knight did a great job thinking of that. Had to use it, so I got to give him credit for that because it was his idea first. So just happened to utilize it. it on the back. The coveralls were very accurate, stitching and everything to the film. Like I said, they just need a little more weathering, so I took care of that. The knife over here is by Tots, but it fits the part. Hopefully one day I can get a custom knife for that, but overall, I'm happy with it. Halloween 4 is probably one of my favorite sequels in the franchise by far. It's really good. Yeah, like the tone of it, the feel of it. Very good film. The only thing is the mask was not the best, but I mean the rest of the film around that you can just get past that, in my opinion. But yeah, I mean if you want the figure, you got to have the accurate sculpt. And Ones did a killer job on this. I'll get the sculpt one more time. Look at that. The paint app, the texture on the mask. This just screams Halloween 4. Ones did a killer job on this. Going on down the figure one more time. The road base down here is really textured. It actually feels like kind of gritty, like a road. Got some blood over here on the ground. Piece of debris or grass, mud, whatever you want to call it. And yeah, this is a great figure. Yeah, so I'm gonna look up the side, and this is my Halloween 4 custom Michael Myers figure with head sculpt by OnesCustoms, Tots body, and I reweathered the coveralls. But other than that, this is yeah, that's it for the review. Thank you for watching.